Ladies and gentlemen, let me start by saying that success doesn't begin with what you do, it begins with how you think. Your mindset is the invisible switch that controls your direction, your energy, and your ability to achieve. Imagine it as the engine of a car. You can have the most powerful vehicle in the world, but if the engine doesn't run properly, you're going nowhere. So what's this invisible switch? It's the way you choose to think, how you decide to view your circumstances, your opportunities, your challenges. And let me tell you, the most successful people have mastered the ability to turn this switch on. Mindset shapes the course of your day, the way you react to difficulties and the opportunities you see. It's like tuning a radio. When you're on the right frequency, things start to flow effortlessly. When you're off, it's noise. This switch can be turned on in a second, but it's up to you to flip it. It's about deciding today that you are in charge of your thoughts. You're the one who gets to determine how you respond to setbacks, how you see the world, and whether you let adversity stop you or if you use it as a stepping stone. When you realize that mindset is this powerful, you begin to realize how much potential you have. You start seeing obstacles as opportunities for growth, failures as lessons, and success as inevitable. You can turn the switch at any moment, but you have to make the decision to do it and do it consistently. So today I ask you to choose a mindset of possibility, a mindset of abundance, and a mindset of unshakable belief in your own potential. Your success starts right here with the invisible switch. Flip it and let the world see what you're capable of. The power of choice is one of the most extraordinary gifts we possess. You see, every single day you and I are faced with decisions that will shape the direction of our lives. It's not the circumstances that determine our future, but the choices we make in response to those circumstances. Now, some might argue that they don't have the power to choose, that life is simply a series of events happening to them. But let me tell you this, you can choose how you respond. That's where the real power lies. No matter what's going on around you, the most significant choice is how you choose to think and act. And that choice is always in your hands. You don't have control over everything that happens in life, but you do have control over how you interpret it, how you react to it, and how you decide to move forward. Your future is not determined by a random series of events, but by the countless choices you make every day, from how you handle a challenge to what you decide to focus on. So here's the thing, your life isn't determined by the things that happen to you. It's determined by the decisions you make about those things. You can choose to let failure knock you down, or you can choose to learn and grow from it. You can choose to let negativity and doubt take over, or you can choose to stay positive, to keep pushing forward. The power of choice means you're never a victim. It means no matter what happens, you can decide to rise above it. Your attitude, your thoughts, your actions, these are all choices. And with every choice, you are shaping your destiny. If you want more out of life, it starts with choosing more discipline, more positivity, more action. Your choice to rise every day and face the challenges ahead with courage, determination, and confidence is the foundation of your success. It all begins with you making that one powerful decision to choose to live intentionally, to choose to be better, and to choose to create the life you want. Your thoughts are the silent architects of your life. What you think about today shapes your tomorrow. It's a simple truth that too many people overlook. The world around you, the opportunities you see, and the challenges you face are all influenced by what goes on in your mind. If you consistently think small, your life will reflect that. If you think big, the world begins to open up for you. The mind has the power to filter, to focus, and to create your reality. What you believe is possible is exactly what you will see in your life. It's not the circumstances that limit you, it's the thoughts you allow to dominate your mind. Your thoughts are the lens through which you view the world. If you focus on scarcity, you'll see nothing but lack. If you focus on opportunity, you'll see potential everywhere. It's like a farmer planting seeds. If you plant seeds of negativity, doubt, and fear, don't be surprised when that's what you harvest. But if you plant seeds of positivity, ambition, and confidence, you'll begin to see those things come to life around you. Now, this isn't to say that everything will be perfect if you just think positively. Life still has its challenges, but when you think in terms of solutions, when you believe that every problem is an opportunity in disguise, you begin to move through life with a purpose and a sense of direction. Your mindset doesn't just help you navigate the hard times, it transforms how you experience success. The truth is, we all have the power to change our reality, and it begins with changing our thinking. It's about deciding today that your mind will be focused on what's possible rather than what's impossible. It's about training your thoughts to work for you instead of against you. Success, happiness, and fulfillment all begin in your mind. Your thoughts are the starting point for everything you want to achieve. So ask yourself, what kind of thoughts are you nurturing? Are they thoughts that propel you forward, or are they thoughts that keep you stuck in the past? It's your thoughts that create your beliefs, and your beliefs that create your actions. Change your thoughts, and you can change your life. Simple as that. Belief is the secret ingredient to success. It's the thing that separates the dreamers from the achievers, the ones who take action from the ones who hesitate. Without belief, all the strategy, all the hard work, and all the ambition in the world won't get you very far. Belief is the fuel that drives everything you do, and it's the foundation of every great accomplishment. If you don't believe in yourself, you'll never take the necessary steps to succeed. Without belief, you won't push through obstacles, you won't take the risks, and you certainly won't maintain the perseverance needed when things get tough. It's belief that makes you stand up when you get knocked down. It's belief that turns failure into a lesson instead of a stopping point. It's belief that helps you see opportunities where others see roadblocks. Belief is not something you wait for to happen. Something you cultivate. You don't wake up one morning and magically have confidence. You build it through every decision, every action, every challenge you face. The more you believe in what you're capable of, the more your actions align with that belief and the more success you attract. It's a simple but powerful cycle. Belief leads to action, and action leads to results, which in turn strengthens your belief. But belief doesn't just apply to your abilities, it applies to your vision. When you believe in your goals, when you truly believe that what you want is possible, the world begins to open up for you. The universe doesn't conspire against you, it conspires with you. When you believe, you start seeing things differently. You spot opportunities that were always there, you find solutions to problems you thought were unsolvable, and you create the momentum that propels you forward. It's important to understand that belief is not just about having faith in the end result, it's about trusting the process. The road to success is rarely smooth, but when you believe in the process and in your ability to handle whatever comes your way, you keep moving forward. Belief is what helps you stay the course when the journey gets hard, when others doubt you, and when the results aren't coming as quickly as you hoped. If you want to accomplish anything in life, it starts with belief. Without it, your efforts will be like seeds planted in dry soil, unable to take root. But when you believe in yourself, in your purpose, and in your potential, there is nothing that can stop you. Belief is the key that unlocks all the doors to your success. So start by believing in yourself and watch everything around you begin to change. Growth is never easy. It doesn't come from sitting in your comfort zone, from doing what's familiar and safe. It comes from facing challenges head on and pushing yourself beyond what you think you're capable of. Life has a funny way of presenting us with obstacles, and the truth is, those obstacles aren't there to stop you, they're there to grow you. The best opportunities for growth lie in the most difficult situations. Think about it, when things are going smoothly, you don't learn as much. But when you hit a wall, when you're forced to dig deeper, when you're challenged beyond your limits, that's when you discover what you're really made of. It's in these moments of adversity that you find your true strength, your resilience, and your capacity to adapt and improve. Challenges are not signs that you're on the wrong path, they're proof that you're on the right one. Success is not built by avoiding difficulties, it's built by embracing them. Every challenge you face, every setback you encounter, is a lesson in disguise. The key is to recognize that it's not the challenge itself that defines you, but how you respond to it. Will you let it defeat you, or will you use it as fuel to push forward? Growth doesn't happen when everything goes according to plan. It happens when things go wrong and you have to find a way to make them right. It's when you feel like giving up, but instead you find the strength to keep going. When you get knocked down and choose to get back up, that's when you're truly growing. The people who achieve great things aren't the ones who have faced the least adversity, they're ones who've learned how to turn challenges into opportunities. They understand that growth comes from facing difficulties and using those experiences to refine their skills, sharpen their focus, and build their character. Without challenges, we remain stagnant. Without discomfort, we don't evolve. So instead of fearing challenges, learn to embrace them. See them as stepping stones that will propel you forward rather than obstacles that will hold you back. The tougher the challenge, the greater the reward. Growth comes from those very moments when you feel tested, when you're forced to stretch yourself, to innovate, to be resourceful. This is how you become stronger, wiser, and more capable. Understand this, the person you are today is a result of the challenges you faced in the past. The person you will become in the future depends on how you handle the challenges you're facing now. So take them on with determination, with confidence, and with the mindset that every challenge is simply another opportunity to grow. Success is not something that happens by chance or through fleeting bursts of effort. It's not a matter of luck or timing. Success is a result of consistent, deliberate action, and that's where discipline comes in. Discipline is the foundation of achievement. It's the bridge between where you are today and where you want to be tomorrow. The difference between those who achieve success and those who don't often comes down to one thing: discipline. Anyone can get excited about a goal in the moment, but it's the disciplined individual who consistently does the work, even when the excitement fades. It's easy to start strong, to be motivated in the beginning, but the real test is in your ability to maintain that momentum day in and day out. Discipline is what keeps you going when motivation runs out. Without discipline, all the ideas and all the ambition in the world are meaningless. It's discipline that turns your dreams into reality. It's what gets you out of bed when you'd rather stay asleep. It's what drives you to take the extra step when you'd rather cut corners. Success is built on the small, consistent actions you take each and every day, no matter how you feel in the moment. Think about it. It's not the grand gestures that lead to success. It's the small, disciplined actions that compound over time. Whether it's getting up early, sticking to a routine, or resisting the urge to procrastinate, discipline is what transforms effort into results. It's the little things that make a big difference. And those little things are a direct result of your discipline. And here's the thing about discipline, it doesn't have to be perfect. You're not going to be disciplined every single second of every single day. But if you can make a habit out of showing up, of doing the work even when you don't feel like it, that's when you start building the momentum that leads to success. Discipline isn't about being perfect, it's about being persistent. The road to success is not always smooth. There will be setbacks, distractions, and days when you just don't feel like it. But if you've developed the discipline to stay focused, to continue showing up even when it's tough, you'll find that success is inevitable. It may take time, but with enough discipline, it will come. Success is not reserved for the lucky few. It's available to anyone willing to commit to the discipline required to achieve it. And when you develop that discipline, when you make it a habit, you'll find that success isn't as far out of reach as it once seemed. It's simply the result of daily commitment, consistent action, and an unwavering discipline to do what it takes. Your past is exactly that past. It's done, it's over, and it no longer has the power to control your future unless you allow it to. The mistakes, the setbacks, the failures, they're not the things that define you. They're simply part of the story, part of the journey. It's how you choose to respond to them that truly shapes who you are and where you're going. Too many people make the mistake of living in the past. They look at their mistakes, their poor decisions, and let them become the lens through which they view their future. But let me tell you something, your past does not have to be a reflection of your future. It's a learning experience, a stepping stone. It's part of the process that has made you who you are, but it does not dictate who you are becoming. We all have a past. We all have things we wish we could have done differently. But here's the key. You can't change what's already happened. You can't go back and fix it. What you can change is how you move forward from it. Your future is shaped by the decisions you make today, not the mistakes you made yesterday. The beauty of life is that every new day is an opportunity to start fresh. It doesn't matter where you've been or what you've done. What matters is what you choose to do next. The person you were yesterday does not have to be the person you are today, and the person you are today does not have to be the person you will be tomorrow. It's all about growth, change, and the power of choice. The key to moving forward is to stop letting your past dictate your present. You are not your failures. You are not your bad decisions. You are not the sum of your mistakes. You are a person of possibility, of potential, and of greatness, but you have to believe that, and you have to act accordingly. Let your past be a teacher, not a master. Learn from it, but don't let it chain you to it. Your future is waiting, and it's wide open for you to step into. What's important now is the direction you're heading. The person you want to become, the success you want to achieve, and the life you want to live are all ahead of you. The past may have shaped you, but it doesn't define you. The decisions you make from this moment forward are what will create your future. So let go of what's behind you. Let go of the regrets, the guilt, and the shame. It's time to start anew. The best chapters of your life are still ahead of you, and they haven't been written yet. What you do next is up to you. Don't let your past limit your future. Your future is what you make of it starting now. Mindset is the most powerful force at your disposal. It's the difference between those who succeed and those who fail, the difference between those who reach their potential and those who remain stuck in mediocrity. Your mindset determines how you approach every situation, how you handle adversity, and how you view your opportunities. It's the lens through which you see the world, and it shapes everything you experience in life. People with a positive, growth-oriented mindset see challenges as stepping stones, as opportunities to grow stronger, smarter, and more capable. They know that success isn't a straight line, but a series of twists and turns, and they embrace every detour with enthusiasm and determination. They don't allow setbacks to define them. They use them as fuel to push forward. Their mindset is one of resilience, adaptability, and perseverance. On the other hand, those with a limited, negative mindset see challenges as insurmountable obstacles, setbacks as permanent roadblocks, and success as something that happens to other people, not them. They view life through the lens of scarcity and struggle, and they focus on what they can't do rather than what they can achieve. They often let fear and doubt control their decisions, and as a result, they miss out on opportunities for growth and success. The difference in mindset doesn't just affect the way you handle difficulties, it affects how you approach everything in life. It affects your work ethic, your relationships, and your ability to seize opportunities. A mindset of possibility opens doors, while a mindset of limitation keeps them shut. A mindset of abundance sees potential at every turn, while a mindset of scarcity sees only lack. It's important to understand that your mindset is something you can change. It's not fixed. Just like a muscle, it can be trained and strengthened. If you find yourself slipping into negative thinking, you have the power to change it. It starts with a decision, a commitment to think differently, to focus on solutions rather than problems, to believe in the possibility of success rather than the inevitability of failure. Your mindset is the filter through which you interpret the world. If you want to change your results, you must first change your thinking. The people who achieve great things are not those who are immune to hardship, but those who have developed a mindset that allows them to navigate those challenges with strength and determination. They have trained themselves to think big, to believe in themselves, and to take action even in the face of fear or doubt. So if you're not where you want to be in life, ask yourself, what is my mindset? What beliefs am I holding on to that are holding me back? What kind of thoughts am I nurturing? The answers to these questions will give you insight into where you are and where you're headed. You have the power to shift your mindset, to adopt a mindset of abundance, of growth, and of possibility. And when you do, you'll see the difference it makes in every area of your life. Mindset truly is the difference between success and failure. It's up to you to decide which mindset you'll choose. Emotions are temporary, but the decisions you make while you're feeling them can last a lifetime. It's essential to understand that emotions are not permanent states. They come and go like the weather. One moment you may feel on top of the world, and the next you might feel like you're in a deep hole. The key is to realize that no matter how strong the emotions feel in the moment, they are not who you are, and they don't have to dictate your actions. We all experience a range of emotions: happiness, frustration, excitement, fear, anger, and everything in between. But here's the thing, emotions are fleeting. They don't last forever unless you allow them to. The challenge comes when we let our emotions control our behavior. When we allow our feelings to drive our decisions, that's when we start making mistakes. We act impulsively, say things we don't mean, and let frustration cloud our judgment. And that can lead to regret. The real power comes when we learn to separate our emotions from our actions. Yes, you may feel angry or upset, but you don't have to react in a way that reflects that emotion. You may feel discouraged, but you don't have to let that stop you from moving forward. The most successful people are not those who never experience negative emotions. They're the ones who've learned to acknowledge their feelings, but not be ruled by them. They know that emotions are like passing clouds. They may darken the sky for a while, but eventually the sun breaks through again. The key to mastering emotions is understanding that they are temporary, and with that awareness, you can choose to respond rather than react. Just because you're angry doesn't mean you have to lash out. Just because you're afraid doesn't mean you have to freeze in place. When you recognize that emotions come and go, you can gain control over how you choose to handle them. Instead of letting emotions make decisions for you, you can decide how you will behave in spite of them. It's important to realize that emotions don't define you. They don't determine your worth or your potential. Just because you feel discouraged today doesn't mean you'll feel that way tomorrow. Just because you feel overwhelmed right now doesn't mean you'll always feel that way. These feelings are just temporary states and they will pass. The trick is to keep your eyes on the bigger picture and remember that how you act in any given moment is more important than how you feel in that moment. When you can step back and say to yourself, this emotion is temporary and I don't need to act on it right now, you free yourself to make better decisions, to stay focused on your goals, and to continue moving forward. I don't let temporary feelings keep you stuck. Emotions are part of being human, but they don't have to rule your life. Recognize them, acknowledge them, but always remember they are fleeting. It's your ability to rise above them that will define your success. Words are incredibly powerful. They shape our reality, influence our relationships, and define the way we see the world. The words you speak, whether to others or to yourself, have the ability to build up or tear down, to inspire or discourage. Words can create worlds or destroy them. They are the tools you use to communicate your thoughts, your desires, and your intentions, and when used properly, they can unlock doors you never thought possible. Think about it. Every success you've had in life, every relationship you've built, every goal you've achieved has been influenced by the words you've spoken, either to others or to yourself. When you speak positively, when you speak with confidence and conviction, you project that same energy out into the world. People respond to your words, and the way you speak shapes the way they perceive you. The language you use has a direct impact on how you're seen and how your ideas are received. But just as words can build, they can also break. Negative words, self-doubt, criticism, and complaining can poison your mind and poison your relationships. Words of anger or frustration can burn bridges and damage your reputation. Too often, people don't realize the weight of their words. They think it's just a passing remark, but words are never just passing. They carry energy. And once they're spoken, they cannot be taken back. Your words influence not only how others see you, but also how you see yourself. The internal dialogue, the things you say to yourself every day, has the greatest impact on your life. If you constantly self that you're not good enough, that you'll never succeed, or that you're not capable, those words will start to shape your reality. But if you change the words you say to yourself, if you replace doubt with belief, fear with courage, and negativity with positivity, your life begins to shift. The way you speak to yourself determines how you show up in the world, how you face challenges, and how you go after what you want. The power of words also extends to how you speak to others. Your words have the ability to encourage, uplift, and empower the people around you. When you speak with kindness, gratitude, and encouragement, you create an environment where others feel valued, inspired, and motivated to perform at their best. But when you speak with criticism, negativity, or sarcasm, you can tear people down and prevent them from reaching their full potential. Your words create the environment you live in, both internally and externally. One of the greatest tools you have in life is the ability to choose your words carefully. In every conversation, every thought, and every interaction, you have the power to decide what you're going to say. If you want to change your life, start by changing your words. Be mindful of the language you use, both with others and with yourself. Speak life, speak hope, speak possibility. When you do, you'll see your world begin to shift, your relationships grow stronger, and your opportunities expand. Never underestimate the power of words. They are the building blocks of your reality. What you say will shape who you become and the life you create. Speak wisely, speak intentionally, and above all, speak with purpose. Your words are more powerful than you think, and they have the potential to create a life beyond your wildest dreams. Gratitude is one of the most powerful forces in the universe. It's the key that opens the door to abundance. When you learn to truly appreciate what you have, when you focus on what's going right instead of what's going wrong, you unlock the flow of prosperity in every area of your life. Gratitude is not just a feeling, it's a mindset, a way of looking at the world that attracts more of what you want. Most people spend their time focusing on what they don't have, what's missing, and what they wish were different. They get caught up in what they lack, and as a result, they end up in a constant state of wanting and striving. But abundance doesn't come from a place of scarcity. It comes from a place of appreciation. When you focus on the blessings you already have, big or small, you begin to attract more of the same into your life. Think about it, what you focus on expands. If you're always looking for what's wrong, you'll find it. But if you start looking for what's right, you'll find that too. Gratitude shifts your focus and your focus on. It trains your mind to see the opportunities, the lessons, and the gifts that surround you every single day. When you choose to be grateful for what you have, you stop looking outside yourself for the next big thing and start recognizing the abundance that's already there. Gratitude is also the antidote to negativity. It's hard to feel sorry for yourself when you're focused on what you're thankful for. It's hard to complain about your circumstances when you're looking at all the good things in your life. The more you practice gratitude, the more you create a positive, abundant mindset that attracts even more of what you want. Gratitude shifts your energy, your perspective, and ultimately your reality. It's the mindset of abundance in action. When you're truly grateful, you send out a vibration to the world that says, I am open to receiving more. And the universe responds. Opportunities, people, and resources that align with your abundance mindset begin to show up. When you're thankful for the present moment, you create space for more good things to come into your life. Gratitude makes you magnetic. It draws success, wealth, and happiness toward you because you're constantly operating from a place of abundance, not lack. It's also important to understand that gratitude doesn't just apply to the big things. It's easy to be grateful for the major wins, the promotion, the new house, the success, but the real power of gratitude lies in being thankful for the small things. The little moments, the everyday blessings that we often take for granted, your health, your family, your friends, the opportunity to learn, to grow, and to improve. The more you cultivate gratitude for the small things, the more you begin to see that abundance is all around you. It's not something that happens in one big moment. It's something that's built over time through daily appreciation. The path to abundance isn't paved with struggle or striving. It's paved with gratitude. When you're grateful, you shift your focus from what's missing to what's already there. You stop trying to get more and start learning how to appreciate what you have. And when you do, you find that you already have everything you need to create the life you desire. So start today. Practice gratitude. Look at your life and find the things you can be thankful for, no matter how small they may seem. The more grateful you are, the more abundant your life becomes. Gratitude is the key that unlocks the door to wealth, happiness, and success. When you master it, you open yourself up to a world of unlimited possibilities.